There are only 5 stretches needed to reverse the years of tension and stiffness 10 minutes a day. We make our bodies rounded shoulders, a haunched back, and a stiff neck for sitting for a long hour at a desk. Even our hips, lower back, and legs become so tight for lack of movement. Because the human body was designed for hunting, exploring, and being active outdoors. However, I'm not suggesting we live a survivalist lifestyle. In today's world, we need modern solutions to stay healthy and active despite our more sedentary lives. For this, the first exercise comes to child pose. The child pose stretches the upper and lower back, glutes, quads, knees, and ankles. It also helps to alleviate back, shoulder, and neck pain. To do a child pose, start by placing your hands wide, then align them with your shoulders, with your palms facing forward. Next, move into a toes tucked position, keeping your toes together. Spread your knees apart, place your palms on the floor, and push your sit bones back to touch your heels gently. Keep your palms extended, take a deep breath in, keep your head down, and hold the position for 15 to 30 seconds, and slowly back to the bottom position. For variations, you can gently move your upper limbs right and left. When you rotate your palm to the right, you'll feel a deeper stretch on the left side, and when you rotate your palm to the left, the stretch on the right side will intensify. You know what? This position not only stretches and lengthens your body, but it also helps to release stress. Many people use it for meditation because it encourages deep breathing, promotes relaxation, and helps quiet the mind. It's a great way to calm both the body and the mind at the same time. Next up is an even more exciting stretch, often called the world's greatest stretch. But before we dive in, if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. Your support truly means a lot. This stretch is named the world's greatest stretch, also known as Spider-Man with thoracic rotation. Even people also called it walking Spider-Man. Whatever the name is, it targets everything from your ankles and hamstrings to your hips, spine, shoulders, and glutes. To do this, start in a push-up position with your hands and feet on the floor. Next, bring one foot up, placing it just outside your hand, and get as deep into the stretch as possible. From there, rotate your torso toward the lunged side, reaching upward, then return to the starting position. Repeat the same movement on the other side. You can do it 3 to 5 stretch each position. When you do this regularly, you'll experience more joy, improved posture, and a reduced risk of injury. You'll also feel more flexible in everyday activities, like bending, reaching, and lifting, making movements easier and more fluid. Do you want to try a more relaxing stretch? After a long day of desk work or phone use, our bodies can feel like a rusty hinge, full of tension and stiffness. This next stretch will help relieve that. The cat-cow stretch is next. When you do this, your muscles will truly thank you. It's a dynamic movement that is easy to perform, but the results are incredibly impressive. It helps release tension in the back and neck, promoting flexibility and relaxation. This stretch primarily targets the abdominal muscles, spinal extensors, lats, and neck muscles, helping to improve flexibility and relieve tension throughout the body. It's a great way to reset after long periods of sitting. Here is how you do it. Start on all fours, with your wrists directly under your shoulders and knees under your hips. Breathe in, press your back downward by bringing your stomach toward the floor, and look up. This is the cow position. You should feel a nice stretch in your back. Now for the cat, exhale and round your back upward, tucking your chin towards your chest and looking toward your belly button. Repeat this movement for a full repetition, flowing between the two positions. Do 8 to 12 repetitions for one set. Increase the number of sets as you get stronger. Now that we've warmed up your spine, let's move on to the next stretch that gives some love and attention to your hips. This one will help release tension and increase mobility in that area. Butterfly stretch. Now it's time to loosen up the inner thighs and hip muscles with the butterfly stretch. This one is great for releasing tightness and improving flexibility in those areas. It's a medicine that helps your tight adductors. This muscle group is often neglected because we tend to move our arms unconsciously, like when we scratch or reach without thinking. But the adductors, the muscles in the inner thighs, are often left untargeted and can become tight or locked, leading to discomfort and reduced mobility. Regular stretches like the butterfly can help unlock and release that tension. Let's do it. Sit on the floor with your legs extended. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together, holding them with your hands. Let your knees gently fall towards the floor. For a deeper stretch, lean forward slightly while keeping your back straight. Hold this position for 30 seconds to a minute, allowing your inner thighs and hips to release. Don't force your knees down. Let gravity do the work. Feel the gentle stretch and tension in your inner thighs. This will help release the tightness without causing strain. Enjoy the deep stretch. You can try another variation, the lying butterfly stretch. Lie on the floor with your knees bent and feet together. Gently open your knees to the sides as much as possible. You should feel the stretch in your groin area. Try to bring your knees closer to the floor, but don't force them. Let the stretch happen naturally. Do you feel the tension in your inner thigh? Good, because the next exercise wakes up your spine and hips that energizes and feels like a morning hug. Supine Twist. Your ultimate workout is against your morning stiffness and post-workout tensions. This stretch gently unlocks your spine, opening up your shoulder, and gives your hips much-needed relief. Imagine waking up, feeling tight and creaky, then lying back in this position to give the much-needed comfort. That's the magic of this stretch. It feels like hitting snooze of the tensions. Here is how to do it. Lie on the floor with your body forming a T shape. Bend your knees and pull them towards your chest. Slowly lower your knees to one side, letting them hover just above or rest on the floor. Turn your head to the opposite side for a deeper stretch, ensuring your shoulders stay firmly planted on the ground. Hold the position for 30 seconds to 1 minute, then switch sides. After doing this, your spine feels more relaxed and flexible, and overall, you will feel fresh. Well, I want to add one more thing. Have you ever sat like this? I am sure if you are over 40, it is difficult for you. But in Asia, people sit like this in the countryside. In Western countries, people sit on a sofa. That's why some of the areas in a joint are not flexible. I highly suggest you sit like this to feel more muscle tension. It will help you with joint mobility. Well, now it's time to wrap up everything. These 5 stretches incorporate in your daily routine. Believe that you are relieved the years of muscle tensions, all in under 10 minutes. It's a long-time investment. Either you spend a long hour desk job or after waking up muscle tension. Do these 5 times in a week. If you think this video could help your friends, share it with them so they can also experience relief from muscle tension. Thank you.